dog, you getting entertained. Watch out, the dog is coming. Y'all need to better start to running.
Boy, man, keep it going, keep it going. What's up, champ?
What's going on, man? What's happening? I know it's November up there. It's
Yeah.
you know, I always talk about California cold up here, but how you doing up there, man?
Hey, man, listen, we in Detroit basketball, but you know it snowed today. So if you're playing basketball, you ain't gonna be on the court. Not in the summertime, you know, not on a playground. So yeah, it was snow today. I couldn't believe it. I looked outside. It was snowing. I'm like, man, Christmas is here.
Let's eat the turkey first. Okay.
Let's eat the turkey first.
Let's eat the turkey first.
Yeah.
All right.
Not with the Lions, though. Let's not eat it with the Lions. No more Lions games on Thanksgiving.
Look here.
Huh?
You know, I was torn today.
Yeah.
You see, I have on my gold.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I see it.
Okay.
What
So, and you know, I said I would only wear this
Yeah.
when the Steelers won.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
of
they
course,
won.
they beat the Browns. They beat the Clowns. They beat the
Oh.
arch rivals. They beat, you know. So,
They beat your
So-
team. They beat where you from.
no, I'm from Youngstown. My people live in Cleveland.
Though, right?
My people live in Cleveland. Okay.
Okay.
All
Hey,
right,
Jake Paul
yeah.
from Cleveland, right?
Huh?
Is Jake Paul from Cleveland?
Yeah. Jay Paul is from Cleveland. Yeah. Jay
Oh.
Paul's from Cleveland. We got some good fighters out of Cleveland. So
Oh,
some good,
hold on.
so some
LeBron
good
James
pro
from Cleveland?
fighters.
LeBron
Huh?
James from Cleveland?
Who is?
LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron. Well, LeBron James is even worse. LeBron James is from Akron.
Akron. Well, it's still Cleveland, right?
Huh?
It's still Cleveland, right?
No. Akron is actually closer to Youngstown than it is to Cleveland.
Yeah.
But see, Youngstown is like
Yeah.
68 miles from Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
65 miles from Cleveland,
Okay.
and 63 miles from Akron.
Okay.
So
Hey, so hold on.
so when it comes to
Okay.
boxing
Yeah.
and all that,
Yeah.
you know, we are fierce rivals.
Okay. Okay. Hey,
But
but hold on.
so we might not be Detroit,
Okay.
but as far as Ohio,
No, Detroit versus everybody.
but as far as Ohio is concerned,
Okay.
we the Detroit of Ohio. Okay.
Oh,
We
okay.
we got 6 champions. Okay.
Okay.
Now
Okay, tell me something.
let's just get that out the way. Okay.
Get that out the way.
So
Quickly.
yeah. So,
Hey, but hold on. Mayweather is from Grand Rapids, but they say he's from Detroit. So Mr. Shields is from Flint, which is Michigan. They say she's from Detroit.
hey,
So
well, you know, so
hey, so you know you from Cleveland.
no. So I see.
Hey, LeBron is from Cleveland. Jake Paul is from Cleveland.
No, Jake Paul is actually from Cleveland. He lives in
Okay.
Cleveland. He's actually
Okay.
from Cleveland.
Okay.
One of those. Well, no, he might
Okay.
right. He might have bought Cleveland now. I don't know. They made so much money, but
Yeah, you ain't lying, boy.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
you can get a house in Cleveland for $100,000. So he might
Yeah.
have bought a.
Yeah.
Ain't no telling what, you know. So
Man.
anyway, you
I
know,
don't know, because these houses cost a lot more today. They always trying to buy my house. They always sending me emails, and texts. Talking about, I don't know how they be getting my number, but they be like, man, is your house for sale?
yeah, hey, you know,
Yeah.
people be
Tim Austin,
interested.
he stayed from Youngtown. You know Tim Austin?
Who?
Tim Austin. I think he.
From Youngstown. He's from if he's from Youngstown, he probably knows some of my people. I know he didn't know.
Okay.
Ask what part of Youngstown you from, my man? You know, east side, south side.
Is he the
North
boxer?
side?
You know, had a Tim Austin that was a former world champ. Is that the boxer?
No, the last world champion we had was Kelly Pavlik.
Yeah, but I'm talking about it was a world champion named Tim Austin, a little guy. I think he was from Cleveland, but he was a world champion. His name was Austin. Yeah.
I'm not
I know
sure.
Ronnie Austin from Detroit. So but ain't that
So,
awesome?
I
Uh,
know this has nothing to do with boxing, but
okay.
another thing I just read,
Yeah,
and the reason why I'm talking about this is because even though we haven't mentioned it for a while,
yeah,
we are still trying to raise water for Flint, Michigan.
yeah, yeah.
And now I hear that there's another city in Michigan, Benton Harbor,
Okay.
that's going through the same thing with their water.
Wow. Uh, I listen. I know we had a boil water alert today for Michigan. So when I was at the gym, I told everybody, don't drink the water. You know what I'm saying? So we had people that had to bring their own water, or they had to I don't want to say die of thirst, but they had to suck it up. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause couldn't drink no water. Better bring some juice, or better buy you some
Well,
water.
well, buy you some water. I mean, I know this is COVID and whatnot, but
Okay. Yeah.
it is a brotherhood. If you see your brother thirsty,
Yeah.
he might not take it, but you at least offer him. You know,
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
but
Absolutely. And I think we should drink more water in the wintertime than in the summertime, because in the wintertime, you're not as thirsty because it's not hot. It's cold. So I think you should drink more water in the winter than even in the summer, because in the summer, you forced to drink water. It's so hot, you always drinking water. You thirsty. You got to drink more water, stay hydrated. So it's just as important, if not more important, to drink water in the wintertime. That's why in the wintertime, it's so important to get more vitamin D, because in the wintertime, the sun is not out as much, so it's hard to get that vitamin D. So, you gotta, you know, think,
yeah, and if the sun is out, you got
yeah,
on 6 layers of clothes, so
you still gotta get that vitamin D
yeah, so
like you need. Yeah. So I got it. Somebody on
and
here
and
say, somebody
and
on here keeps saying,
and
well, Mr. Cornelius Bunches, they must have really, they really know me, because, they don't say, Cornelius and Bunchers. They normally say K9. So appreciate you for, checking me out and watching what I do. And power up. Agreed 100%.
I know at my redeemer lives 3.
Yeah. Okay. Agree. Okay. Yeah. And we want to definitely shout out to everybody that that be popping in when we go live. We only been doing a dog pound for a couple of years in a row. Before we even started doing a dog pound, you was doing the pugilist corner, right?
Right,
And
we
I
were
was
doing the pugilist corner.
yeah,
As a matter of fact,
yeah,
if you're really gonna go way back,
yeah,
uh, the first time you were on the show, I believe,
yeah.
was right after you won your first championship.
Absolutely.
After we had
Absolutely.
met you down here in Indio.
Yeah,
Uh,
Indio. Yeah.
yeah,
Where I introduced you to your hero,
yes, you
Hey
did.
Stewart, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Yes, you
there
did.
you go. And then he
So
started showing you some love. He started funding the show. Man, you know what I'm saying? He got started getting them bands, you know what I mean?
yeah,
The
yeah,
bands
yeah.
started getting bigger.
And
Yeah,
then Emmanuel passed away, and we had to and we had to go out on our own. So yeah,
exactly. There you go. Had to
but
power up, keep it going.
it
And just
was
like you want us to keep it going, gotta
yeah,
keep it
yeah.
going.
But it was a labor of love, though. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Emmanuel taught us how to love the game.
exactly.
Before boxers were just another name to us, and and then
Yeah.
you start hearing the stories, and of course, Emmanuel was one that would not let you go to sleep, because my
Uh,
Emmanuel just keep on talking. Da, 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 da,
yeah.
da,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
that's
I'm saying,
yeah,
James,
yeah,
James,
yeah,
James, yeah, he's having
and
some
then
days.
and then and then just when you think he's getting ready to stop, he take
Yeah,
a deep breath and start all over again. But
yeah,
yeah,
that's right. Y'all was
uh,
supposed to be the same age, wasn't y'all?
yeah, yeah. It's not that I'm 74, and I think Emmanuel was in his late 60s when he passed.
Okay,
64.
so what that means? So I mean, was he older than you, or were you older than Emmanuel?
Emmanuel was a little older than I am.
Okay.
Not much, little older. I forget what year he was born, but I was born in '47. Um,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
it's funny how things seem to go around full circle. You know,
Yeah.
I think oddly enough, the first time
Yeah.
that I even saw Emmanuel Stewart, I was incarcerated.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, I was a young guy in New Jersey in the New Jersey penal system,
Okay.
and they used to let us out, to watch the fights. And of course, in prison, guys bet on whose dog can run the fastest. What roach run up the wall the fast. So guys,
Wow.
guys
Wow.
bet on the fights. And back in those days, they
Yeah.
had they had fights in prison. They actually televised fights. We had fights from Rawway Prison and different
Oh.
prisons in New
Yeah.
Jersey. So
Yeah.
you know, so it was it was really, and I know
Yeah.
it was, I hope people don't take it the wrong way, but Emmanuel looked like one of us, man. And Emmanuel
Yeah.
looked like a guy from the streets, and
Yeah.
and he demanded that type of respect.
Yeah.
So it was, when I finally got to meet him in person, it was like, the bucket
Yeah.
list, you know. So
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
and then of course after that, being in the game, get to meet people like Abel Sanchez, and
Yeah.
of course, so yeah, boxing's been good to me,
Right.
even though I'm not, in the ring.
Yeah.
Boxing's been, and mentally, it keeps me in a good place.
Exactly.
So the live watch party,
Yeah.
what's up with Canelo and Caleb? Do you still get it?
Hey, I think, man, listen, I mean, I had a bet, with something small that, your guy was gonna get stopped. Not just beat, but stopped. Now I know I owe you some push-ups. And I mean, I hate to say a person gonna get stopped. It's kind of like disrespect to, another fighter to be to say another fighter is gonna stop another fighter. But I mean, I'm just talking about skills pay the bills. And if you want to take up that push up, what's that, 10 push-ups, $100 push-ups? Hey, I say not only did
So
Canelo
so
win,
so so so
he
wait a minute, hold
stopped.
on. He stopped. So okay, not only
I
does
did him.
Canelo win,
Yes.
but
Stop it!
Canelo stops him.
Stop
Okay.
it! Yes.
Now, um, okay. Now, what
Stop it!
round? What round? What round?
I
The
ain't gonna say
last
what
time.
round.
Oh no,
I'm gonna
no.
stop him.
Uh,
Stop him, hey. Stop it! Look, that's a heck of a prediction right there to see somebody
okay.
gonna stop somebody.
Okay. I'll tell you what I'll do.
Okay. Stop it!
Not only
Okay.
will I take your bet,
Okay, cool.
but
Talk to me.
I
Talk
but
to me.
I'll make a prediction
I'm listening.
if you're willing to
Okay.
go double or nothing
Ooh. On what?
on the stoppage.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Oh,
give you. I'm gonna give you
okay.
the same, just like we did before. You said 1-6. I said 6-9. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
a timeline,
All right.
and if my guy, or if the fight lasts past this
Yeah.
round that I'm gonna pick, then we're even.
Okay.
If the fight goes less than this, then you owe me 200 push-ups.
Okay. Now, hold on.
I'm
Now, explain that,
not
please.
okay.
I'm not getting it.
Okay. I'm gonna say that the fight is over by, let's just say, like I did before, round 9. That's not the
Okay.
round that I'm saying, but I'm just
Okay.
saying. I'm gonna say that the fight's gonna be over by round 9.
Okay.
If the fight goes past 9 rounds,
Yeah.
then you don't owe me any push-ups.
Oh, they do.
Uh, if it goes 9 rounds or less, then you owe me 200 push-ups.
If it go 9 rounds,
No, I didn't say that.
oh, it's
I didn't.
example.
That's just an example.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Now, go ahead.
Now you're saying that there's going to be a stoppage, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But you don't know what round it's going to be. You just saying it's going to be a stoppage.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying that.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. I'm not saying that Canelo is just gonna flat out stop him, right? I'm saying that the fight's gonna be stopped. I think it's gonna be too many, cuts. Might be a bad cut, or I don't think
Oh,
Kid.
okay. So a stoppage. It can be any kind of stoppage. It don't have
Yeah,
to be a knock. It don't have to be a knockout. It don't. I mean, Cato's plant. His corner can throw in the towel. Any type of stoppage.
yeah,
Okay.
okay, yeah,
That's what you're saying.
exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't particularly think that. Well, it could happen, but I don't. I'm not saying that Canelo is gonna knock him out. Hey, what's up, Sarah Khan? I used to train that young lady right there, Sarah
Yeah.
Khan, in the building.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say that the fight lasts six rounds.
Okay.
That there will not be around 7.
Okay. All right. Now you said it's going to last 6 rounds and it won't be around 7. So
Right.
basically, but are you saying that's in favor
I'm saying.
of Caleb
I'm
Plant
saying.
or
No,
Canelo?
no, I'm not saying. I'm
Yeah.
saying that the fight will be over by round 7. It might not. It might. The stoppage might occur in round 6, but it
Okay.
will not. But it will not go to round 7.
But so you trying to play both sides because you're not saying
No,
who it's gonna be, and you
no,
trying to
no, 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 no,
I'm
no,
saying who it's
no.
gonna be, who gonna stop who.
No, I'm saying that Canelo Alvarez wins the fight within 7 rounds.
Oh, you say he wins the fight within 7 rounds.
Yeah,
Oh, so we both saying that he's gonna stop him.
right. We both saying he gonna stop him. The
Okay.
difference is when.
Oh, I'm not saying win because I just know it's
Well,
gonna happen.
I'm saying when.
Oh,
Now,
you saying win?
I'm saying when. Now,
Wow.
if the bell rings for 7 rounds
Yeah.
for round 7,
Yeah.
then you don't owe me no push-ups.
Uh, oh, but then that's taken away from. I'm thinking that you saying that Kelly Plant was gonna win the fight. I
No,
thought you was the
no, no,
Caleb
no,
Plant guy.
no, no,
You
no.
remember?
I am a Caleb Plant guy. I
Oh,
like
so
Caleb Plant.
that's what I'm saying.
I've been with Caleb Plant ever since his first wife.
Yeah.
So I
Hold on,
mean,
hold on. Rewind that. You said you've been with him since his first wife?
yeah. If
Oh.
I don't know if a lot of people know the story, but
Oh,
Caleb's and his first wife had a daughter. His daughter
okay.
passed away.
Okay.
And it caused a lot of problems in their marriage, and
Okay.
so it was a very bad, very sad time
Yeah.
in his career.
Okay.
And then of course, as we move on now, he's married to Judy.
Okay.
What's her
Okay.
name? So
Right.
the relationship as far as that was when he was small enough to be on the show.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
you know,
You got to
but
remember though, we in a different world. You talking about some, I'm talking about in a different world. We ain't talking about the sitcom, but in a different world. When you say you've been with somebody longer than their wife, it just sounds different. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. I'm like let's say rewind that. You've been with him before his wife. So, but I know you old school, so you like, man, you know exactly what I'm talking about, K now, so all
hey,
right, I get it, but I'm just saying it's just, for the people that's here, we gotta clear everything up. He's been knowing him, you know what I mean? He's been with him like, on his team, like rolling with him, riding with him.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
man, JK, man, he on the other side with it, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, no, JK, cool. He
Well,
been.
no, that, no.
Oh, he said,
See, yeah,
no,
I,
that what?
I have a proposition with that too.
Okay.
Because anybody think I'm on the other side, I'm willing for them to come up and kiss me and see what happens.
There
So,
you go.
so
There you go. Oh,
so take your
not kiss me,
chances
but
and
try to kiss me.
take your chances and do what you got to do.
Okay.
I'm down with it.
You
I'm
going back
good.
to prison?
No.
Oh, no,
See, no, no,
no.
no, no. See,
Tap talk live.
but there will be plenty of meat in my freezer for a long time.
Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer, right?
Hey, I got 4 strikes, can't I?
Oh, okay.
So I got to eat them. I can't do nothing else. I can't let nobody find them.
Uh-oh.
So
You gotta eat a boy. Oh my goodness.
but the good thing about it is I do live in California, and I can probably go like not too far away, and there's
Yeah.
some big animals out here in the water, but I'm just
Oh
saying,
man, yeah.
but
Alligators, man. I hate them. Listen, I love to see people wearing them, but I hate people getting eaten by them. Yeah, man. Exactly. My Detroit players, pink Gators. My Detroit players. JP say Canelo by unanimous decision.
it's
He
not.
going against what we saying. He's saying that it's going to be a
No,
decision. It ain't going a distance, is what he's saying.
no, I don't. As much as I like Caleb Plant, as I've
Yeah,
said many,
yeah,
many times, I don't
yeah.
think that he has the arsenal
Uh-huh.
to keep uh, Canelo off of him. And if you look at it, Canelo seems to be the bigger fighter here. um, you
Yeah.
know, so
Surprisingly, too, because Canelo started his
yeah,
career at, I believe, 140. I mean, 147. So wouldn't to be
but,
getting that big like that. A
well,
lot of people say
he
that
ate a
horse.
lot. He ate a lot of cows from Mexico, and it was in the horse. Well, you know how it went anyway.
That red meat, they said he eating that meat. He said it was the meat, man.
Yeah.
Some people don't like Canelo because they say he been cheating. He eating that meat, what I'm saying, strong meat. And the crazy part, man, a lot of these fighters be cheating though, man. I'm telling you. I mean, when I was
We
getting ready for a guy,
didn't we just have a guy last week that got we had a fight get put off because somebody got caught with PEDs? Who was that? It
yeah,
was just last
absolutely.
week.
Yeah, it was.
So I mean,
Yeah,
to think that this sport
yeah,
see,
yeah,
El Toro, nobody can beat steroid Canelo.
yeah,
And
yeah. Hey, exactly. Yep. Hey Gary, man, we gotta this Thursday, bro. We gotta go, we gotta the contender reunion, man. We gotta get back to the reunion, bro. I miss you,
I,
my
I,
bro. That's
I,
that's Gary Bledsoe from the contender.
I saw you had a bunch of your guys on there last week.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Contender
gotta get
reunion.
back to it,
Uh,
man. Michael Clark can be in the dark with it.
I saw Grady Brewer and a couple other guys on there.
Yeah,
I thought,
yeah,
I can't
yeah,
remember all the guys I saw in there, but there was about 5 or 6 of you guys on that.
yeah.
Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about that, man?
Oh yeah, so we actually decided to get back together. It's been a long time coming. A lot of us, that was on the contender season 2. We went on to continue to have our lives. Gary Bledsoe, great fighter. He ended up retiring from boxing and everything, but he was in a very, very tragic accident, where he was Gary actually can tell you himself, like I know, but he ended up, I just hate to even say the words, ended up, paralyzed, if that's the right word. From I think he said he was. I gotta let you guys, I gotta let him tell you, this Thursday, what exactly happened, to him. This Thursday, so y'all make sure y'all tap in the contender reunion
Well,
this
what?
Thursday
Go ahead.
at 9:30 p.m. So
Eastern
hopefully,
time.
Eastern time. Yeah, Eastern time. Not Easter time because Easter isn't here. It's Eastern time. Easter Thanksgiving time. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving is coming up. Yeah. So Gary Boletto, Freddie Cario.
Yeah,
Uh,
Usagati. That's who it was.
yeah, Jose. Yeah, Jose. Yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah.
got busted. Yeah, absolutely. He be on it. So we got some real fans on here. Like John JP, John P, we always, up on what's going on,
Hey, don't forget
Oh,
El Toro.
yeah, too.
El
Yeah,
Toro is all the way from Italy, man. It's after midnight there. Shoot.
Yeah, but see, it's another one right here. We know K9 Productions, we always up on what's happening too. He failed a steroid test too. Oh yeah, you know what? That's true. El Toro got it. He on point. He on point because he just said, Canelo has corrupt judges. Do you know that Mayweather beat Canelo every round, and one of the judges had Canelo winning the fight against Floyd Mayweather? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. And everybody was talking about who and what.
Oh man, who is this guy right here, man? You know this guy?
This is Marvelous, man.
Marvelous.
What's up?
Marvelous ain't here no more. Marvelous passed away. You talking about Hagler? That ain't no Hagler. He got hair. Maybe Hagler. He said Marvelous.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you. We can barely see you, but yeah, we can hear you.
I don't got no headphones on me.
Well, we can hear you.
I can hear y'all though. I can hear y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
What's up? How y'all doing?
Good. I'm good. We good.
It's good to hear. Appreciate you guys for having me again.
Yeah. So what's been going on since the last time you was on, man? I know you got the what is it, the US NBC belt or something? Super lightweight.
I think he distracted. You distracted? Mike, can you hear?
Hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh. Well, you gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Oh, I hear you now. Go ahead. My bad.
We can't hear you.
Connected to the car.
We can't hear you. Turn your volume up.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
A little bit.
Oh man, you got the lemon face on us, K9.
Huh? Who?
You got the lemon face on us there for a minute. I don't know.
Y'all can hear me now? Y'all can hear me now?
We can hear you, but we hear you a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Go out and come back.
All right, hold on.
God, youngsters don't know how to operate stuff, man. What's going on?
Man, it's always your guess. You be your guess. Always come on here with that other stuff. My guests be professional. They be always ready. They be like, yes. They be having their cigars. Oh, yes, they be dying kinging it. Hold on.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah, there you go. That sounds a little better.
Now y'all low.
Huh?
I said now y'all sound low, but it's cool though. I can hear y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ain't got no headphones. That's why.
Yeah, you right.
So what's going on up there in the Northeast? K9 said they got snow in Detroit. What y'all got out there? Where you at? Connecticut? New Hartford?
We don't got no snow yet. It's getting chilly though.
Okay.
But there's no snow yet. Pretty soon.
It snowed, but it didn't stick. It snowed, but it didn't stick.
Yeah. Yeah, we should, I don't know. Hopefully we won't get it anytime too soon, but it's definitely coming. It's around the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. When is your next fight?
Hopefully the first half of next year. I got injured earlier this year.
Okay.
I got into a car accident.
Ooh.
So
your injury didn't come from boxing.
Nah.
Oh, when you say injured, I'm thinking, boxing.
Nah, I got into a car accident.
Oh, wow.
He-
You were driving or what?
Yeah, I was driving. It wasn't my fault though, or nothing like that. But I was driving, and
Yeah.
somebody they ate the red light and hit me.
Oh,
So
Oh,
was
yeah.
it
So,
a Earl Spence type accident or?
nah.
you know, I hate to
It was
know.
bad though. It's bad. Like I got pictures and stuff in my car. It looked real bad. Luckily, I ain't get hit like directly on my door. They hit like the front part, like right before me. So that was a good thing because if you look at the car, you would think somebody got hurt, like something serious.
So how long before you were able to get back in the gym?
So I've been in the gym. It's just I messed my hand up, so I've been dealing with that, getting that back right. So like I said, so hopefully, first half of next year we could probably get in there and do something.
So you 16-0 with 7 knockouts?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
16,
real good.
16-0-1. Yep.
Oh, hey, JK, I thought you said he was 21-2 or 6
It
or
was
that. Is that
22. BoxRec has him 22-6-0, 22-6-1.
he
But they,
got
Who,
you
me?
up?
yeah, but
Box rack?
yeah.
For
Yeah,
real?
he
Uh,
must be two Mykquan Williams. See, he
no,
must be, huh?
no, because wait a minute, hold
Box
on.
rack tripping.
Yeah.
It has your last fight. Now maybe with
I fought Solano last fight in
Solano. Yeah,
January.
it has your last fight. Solano, he was 15-0.
Yeah, so was I.
And you won by unanimous decision.
Yep.
And then it shows the fight before that was with Trayshawn Wiggins, and you had a
Yep.
majority draw.
Yep.
The fight before that, Ricky Edwards,
Yep.
and you had a unanimous decision. But it shows all of, let's see, 2015. It shows that you fought in Las Vegas, and you lost on points. So I'm not
I ain't fight.
I'm not sure because according to BoxRec,
Oh,
your career started in 2010. So what you should have your manager do is get in touch with BoxRec because they definitely
Yeah, they
have.
wild. Cause
Yeah,
I turned pro in 16, and I never even fought in Vegas as a pro yet.
yeah. From
I gotta look at
2016.
this. They got this stuff on. I'm about to check. You better go look at it too right now, Brody.
Yeah, it's according to this your first fight
Let's check
in
out what this.
2016. As a matter of fact, it shows what? Wow, like 4 fights in 2016. So definitely get your manager to check out your record on BoxRec.
Yeah, I'm about to
Yeah, I
go.
am.
Wow, but they tripping. They lying. So you undefeated.
Yeah. The only thing I got to draw, that's it. But I ain't nobody beat me.
Okay.
And you do hold. Let's see, what do they have you hold in the USNB?
The USNBC.
Yes,
Yeah,
silver super
I won
lightweight
2 of
title.
those.
Yeah,
Yeah, you must be looking at something different than James, because right here it says he undefeated.
Yep.
Yeah, you got the
I,
wrong.
I'm looking. Okay. See, there you guys go again. Okay, here's what I want you to do.
This the real
Uh,
Williams right here.
okay,
Yeah.
hold
The one that
on.
look like what's
Now,
the guy name that shoot on them jump shots?
Curry.
Who? Yeah, Curry. Here we go. The one that like Curry. Squeeze in your face,
they,
JK.
they actually have 2 Mykquan Williams, and I actually tapped on the first one because that's the first
Okay.
one on BoxRec. That's the first
Well,
one on
this.
BoxRec. Now,
Hey,
Uh-oh.
I'm the real
hold on,
real Williams though.
Those
hold
others
on.
be playing, trying
Hold
to get
on.
his name off the name I'm making.
See, here's the thing.
Easier said than done.
BoxRec has an ID number on every boxer. And the BoxRec ID for Mykquan Williams is 754671. Now, that record has him at 22-6-1. Now, the other Mykquan Williams under
That's
the same.
strange.
See, so like I'm saying, like, hey, You know,
Hey, but this,
everybody
hey, but,
wants to point to Google, but you
yeah,
also got to remember, like they say, there's a lot of misinformation. So you also have to
yeah,
go. That's why we bring the fighter on the show and
yeah,
ask you. So
yeah. But
yeah,
see, AK, you done had him on a show before. You know that man ain't never lost.
hey, I know we've had him on, and
Yeah,
that's why I brought him back because I'm wondering where these six came from. Because this is the one, this is who we've had before, okay, and this is who we have now. So I brought him on the show and I asked Bob Trigger, who is his publicist, where did these six losses come from, and he said, well, I don't know anything about them, ask Mykquan. So hey, I went straight to the horse's mouth like I was told. So
Right.
now 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 pull up the other Mykquan Williams on BoxRec, the top one, the one over top of this one.
we don't want to. We don't want to see him.
Well, no. What I'm doing, you
We
don't
got
want
the
to
real
see
one.
him,
We don't want the fake. Hey,
We don't
hey,
want the
listen.
knockoff.
then you
Well,
want
the
then
only
you want
person the only way you
then,
can get fake and be all right is if you Rick Ross. That Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying? He making some money. You know what I mean?
See,
But
it's a
huh?
6-6. What that?
see see that's what I'm saying. See, make sure that you get your
Oh, so y'all
record
just added the
straight.
two numbers probably.
Huh?
Cause 16 and 6 is what, 22.
I can't see none of it. All I see is just the bottom part of it.
Yeah, I see
Yeah, big
6
screen
6
where I can see.
6-0, then 16 over 1.
Yeah,
If I just added the two numbers.
yeah. See, but like I said though, how are things going now? How's things with your hand? What's going? Are you back to sparring? Are you just light punching? What's going
Now
on?
I'm punching on my right hand now though. I'm not sparring yet, but I'm I'm gonna see how I feel after a few weeks, and then I'm gonna see. You talk to my trainer, see how he feel about doing some type of sparring to see how I feel throwing an actual punch, instead of hitting the bag.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. So what's your weight class again?
Super
140.
Oh, you in a good weight class. You need to you don't need no more injuries. You know what I mean? You need to be trying to, get to that bag because at 140, boy, I'll be trying to get that fight with with Javante Davis. Unfortunately, because of your injury, maybe you can't get that fight. Because I know the Rolly is supposed to be in some trouble because he allegedly got caught in a sexual
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, I seen that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and if you're not known to, to talk a lot of mess, maybe that's not up your alley to talk crazy, But Rolly got that fight wasn't because of how good he was. He got that fight off talking crazy.
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I don't. To be honest, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people are well, a lot of people do get an opportunity because they do run their mouth a little bit more than others. But I'm
yeah,
not the type of person to do that. You know what I'm trying to say? I let the work speak for itself in my fights
yeah,
and things like that.
exactly. So you got to have you somebody that that can do the talking for you. You know what I
Right.
mean? They ain't got to be going too crazy because you being a boss. You can let them know what's appropriate to say and what's not appropriate to say before the
Mm-hmm.
time comes. You know what I mean? Just think about it. Devin Haney, he can talk slick here and there, but he got a hype man who does the talking. You
Yep.
know what I mean? But he lets them know if that's okay or not. He'll let them know when it calm down a little bit. You feel me?
Yep.
You got to
Definitely.
do the dirty work. My advisor, he's not here anymore. Make God rest his soul. But he always said, champ, let them be mad at you. You know what I mean? Saying, I mean, let them be mad at me. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Don't let them be mad at you. I'm gonna do the work. You know what I mean? And they can cuss me out. They can be mad at your manager, which is your wife, but they gotta love you.
Right.
So you gotta form your team. You know what I mean? Look at Jake Paul. Jake Paul got a team. He even got the little, I don't know, what's like a Power Ranger, the big old tall statue guy. You know what I mean? So he got a whole team. You gotta have. Then you got the guys that's the water boys like Jalen Love. You got water boys. You know what I mean? Big old cocky strong water boys. He got guys that get him credibility because he has trainers that fought before. See what I'm saying? So he got like a whole little team, you know, and then he does his little work. Well, says what he wants to say. I mean, when Jake Paul called me, right? He called me because of his teammate. His teammate, Jalen Love, got my phone number. So you got to have a team, you know what I mean, that can get out here and do stuff to make stuff happen for you.
Right.
Yeah,
Nah,
you know what I
I
mean?
agree that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, you know, just don't let your team get you in trouble. Because you know, if you notice, Mayweather would never let his team get him in trouble. When he got in the ring and what's my man name? Zab Judah hit him with them low blows.
Mhm.
They jumped in the ring and started going crazy. And you know, he like, oh, chill out, bro. You know, he didn't throw no punches. He let them get in trouble. So
Right.
he got in trouble. He didn't get in trouble. So
Yeah,
don't let
that
them
fight was
get
crazy
you.
too. I remember that.
Yeah,
I
it
always
was.
watch that fight a lot of the times. I go back and watch old fight, like old Floyd fights. I watch that one.
Right. Yeah, Floyd. Yeah, Floyd was the master at picking fights. You know, so you know whoever your teammates are, they picking good fights for you because you winning. And like I said, if you fight guys that's undefeated and you beat them, you know that's a good look, bro. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, guys, you battle test. You know what I mean? Somebody I know had they had a YouTube channel called Battle Test, and man, battle tested. So people ain't gonna just get in there with you like that, you know. They gonna look at
Definitely.
the record and see if you fought bum, see if they can look at your record and think that you lost. Like
Yeah.
like JK, they gonna want to fight you till you
Right.
realize no, you undefeated guy. No, you ain't the one that lost. I see that shit right there. You getting that work in right here.
That's you playing the fight.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
us. Yeah, of course. You know, we don't play at the dog pound, boy. Yeah. You thought it just popped up?
Nah. I ain't know which one of y'all was controlling it.
Yeah, that's us.
SB is controlling. We
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, this fight was at Mohegan.
Okay.
About 35 minutes from where I'm at, 40 minutes, something like that.
now was this your first? This was your first televised
The
bout, right?
referee tripping. He slipped.
Yeah, this is my first one. Yep.
Oh, it's against the southpaw too. Let me see.
I've been fighting a lot of softballs.
Oh, that's good. Oh man. Yeah, everybody can't
This
fight
wasn't even a
southpaw.
clean punch. I punched him on the shoulder. He
Ooh.
was off balance.
Ah, see, I was right there. I was playing was right, huh?
Yeah, so I got him on one of those.
Okay.
You know, shit, you all balance, you go down. I don't give a fuck if you hurt or not. That's a knockdown.
Oh, exactly. There you
Give me
go.
that point.
Yeah. Good body shot, good head shot. Ooh, did you stop him?
Nah, I ain't stopping. We went to 10. It was a good fight. The whole fight was a good fight.
Okay, he was
The whole
undefeated
time.
too?
Yeah, he was 15-0.
Yeah, he was 15-0. I think 10 knockouts.
Yeah, Showbox gonna put you in there. We had a young guy from here. A little I forgot his little name, but he went out there undefeated, man. Oh man, got stopped in the first round. So
On
Showbox
Showtime?
on Showtime.
Oh, yeah.
You remember him? It was just a couple weeks ago. Well, maybe about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember who you're talking about. I can't think of his name right now.
undefeated. But you know, they gonna test you. I lost my first fight on Showbox. Showbox gonna test you. Look, got y'all both in there undefeated, testing each other.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. I love fighting southpaws, JP. JP said K9 likes to fight southpaws. Yeah, I
Oh,
lost my
you do? You prefer them?
man, easy work. I love them because I lost my first fight to a southpaw. And from there on out, I studied them. Like, man, listen. You good at fighting southpaws? Well, I give you some of my tricks. You will knock them out. I'm talking about put them away. I got tricks on how to fight southpaws. You hear me? My
Yeah,
son,
but like for southpaw, you in the amateurs, you fight a lot of southpaws and stuff like that. But
yeah,
in the pros, it's obviously different. So you got
yeah,
more rounds, more time. You gotta break them down and
yeah,
stuff like that. But for this last fight that I had, like my
yeah.
training camp for that fight, like I really got like I don't know. I want to call it like a spark to like fight a lefty. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
I got that spark back. Like
Yeah,
I
they
don't know.
easy.
Sometimes
They easy.
I feel like sometimes it's obviously difficult to fight southpaws, and people might dislike it, dislike fighting them. You know what I'm trying to say? So, but me, it was the complete opposite. Like I got a spark to want to fight a southpaw. Like,
yeah, I think people probably say because you know where he at today, and because I'm older now. But I think I'd have gave Errol Spence that work. He a
yeah,
southpaw. I would have loved him for because he coming straight at me, and that's my style. You know, I think I would have more trouble with guys that's moving and that's long and lanky, you know, to keep me on the outside. But somebody that's gonna be right there with me, oh man, I love them kind of fights. I get guys out of there to do that.
right.
And, you know, who else? Manny Pacquiao out there because you know at one point in time he was the champ of the world. You know, my same weight class. You know, yeah, man. You know, Floyd, them guys. You know, a guy like that. Little guys is hard to beat me if they're a little guy. And then
Yeah,
you know, with a guy like Errol Spence, you know, he don't get me wrong, he's a good fighter, and I'm not taking that from him. A guy never lost. You know, it's hard to make a guy, you know, submit to he never lost. But I just think that you know my IQ. You know, I'm not known for being smart. You know, they look at me just a strong guy, but I do stuff. You know what I mean? That's like more intelligent than you can imagine. You know.
right, right.
Then I would force him to fight at a high pace because he like myself, he's a big welterweight. That boy,
Yeah.
man, he like close to 6 feet. You know what I mean? They say he's 5'9". I saw him in person though, like before. And he got like about 5'10", 5'11". He's a big, tall guy.
And then when he coming down to make that 47.
Exactly. So I'm going to the body. I'm gonna stay hitting him in the body. I forget the head punches because he's gonna be rolling them shots. I'm gonna stay to his body, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't gonna be easy. Of course, it ain't gonna be easy, but you know, the way I train, you gotta remember, like a guy like me, one of the reasons too I became a two-time world champ is I used to, you know, when guys put on social media, man, I ran 5, got me a good 5 in a day. I used to be laughing because if I ran 5 miles, I don't even feel like I did anything. I got at least run 9 miles, 7 miles to feel like I did anything. I'll run 12 miles, 11 miles, still go to gym spar, still hit 100-yard sprints before I run. So I super hard. Yeah, I
Yeah.
went hard in the game, you know?
Right.
Yes.
That's how you know you know you
Yeah.
won for real. You putting in the overtime, putting the work in. You don't got nothing to think back and reflect on and be like, damn, I wish I would have did that. I would have did this. Everything already done. Just go out there and perform.
Exactly. Yeah, that's his name. Jericho Quinn had fought on Showbox. Yeah, he was undefeated from from Michigan. You know, he suffered his first loss in the first round on Showbox. You know, man. But see, the guy he fought was battle. You know, that guy was he wasn't no bum. You know, he had just recently fought, and Jericho Quinn hadn't fought. You know what I mean? In I think a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it was up. You know, and then the ring was a small ring, favorite of a puncher.
Right.
Jericho more of a boxer, so he didn't need to be in the ring with a guy that was battle tested and who recently fought in a small ring. So it was it was a sad look, you know what I mean? Because Jericho Quinn, that boy was the beast, especially the amateurs. That boy was a killer.
Yeah.
You know?
It happens though, man. It happens.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens. It shows how good you are, though. Now you ain't
Bounce
gotta
back.
lose. You know what I mean? To show how good you are. But if you lose, you come back and bounce back from that, like I did. When I lost my first, I'm finna do a video about guys that lost their first fight and you thought it was over. It's called Just When You Thought It Was Over With. It's featuring Tony Harrison because he lost 2 times. I'm talking about got stopped. Just when you
Yeah,
thought
right, yeah.
he beat Jamel Charlo. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Another-
like, man, to cut you off real quick, I like Harrison, man.
Yeah.
I
Right.
like Harrison a lot,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, and what's the name? The other guy, what's the name? Julian Williams.
Yeah, he just lost recently again, right?
Yeah, exactly.
To the Mexican dude or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about just when you thought it was over with. Remember when he got stopped by Jamal Charlo?
Yep.
Came back and won a world title.
Yep.
He won like 3 of them. Remember he beat Jared Hurd?
He beat her. I was just gonna say that. Yep.
Exactly. Same thing with me. Boy, I lost my first fight on Showtime, on Showbox. You know, when you won for man, it was a double knockdown. I got up, my man hit me again. I fell. Got up, got my equilibrium was off. I fell again. And I fell again. To this day, like your boy Deontay Wilder would say, to this day, still show that fight. They show the first round on Showbox.
Yeah.
Come out there and knock each other down. You ain't never saw that?
I don't think I ever did.
Yeah, they always show that on Showbox. Like
I'm
right
gonna have to
before you
look it
fought,
up or something.
man, they show a double knockdown. They show me getting finished.
It's on YouTube. Double knockdown. Just put double
Yeah.
knockdown.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
in.
to look that up when we get off
Yeah.
of this.
But you got, but you know, don't look at that one and then be like, oh, K9, oh man.
Nah.
Hey, you gotta remember this though. I got him back, champ. Listen, I got him back. I
Right.
beat him.
That's
We had-
what matters though. You
That's
got it
what
back.
matters. And I won 2 world titles, and he ain't winning down one.
Right, exactly.
So he went back.
It's about the long run though.
Yeah, you supposed to go forward after that. How
Right,
you go?
right.
How you go? You know what I'm saying? Moonwalk the other way. You know what I'm saying? I looked in my rearview mirror like, bro back there. How, you know what I'm saying? But hell, then I went, man, I took off. I was like, okay. I got up, dusted my shoes off. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got my man, you know, shoe shine me. I was back in the game quick.
Yeah.
So, you know, you gotta now, so you gotta remember this, you know, not saying you ever gonna lose or none of that. But you gotta remember you end up in a certain situation like the car accident. You gotta dust your shoes off, bro, and you gotta move forward.
Right.
You're gonna have your lows, you know, you're going like what you're going through right now. That's the part that could be your loss. Your loss ain't gotta be a loss on your record. It could be, you know what I'm saying, a situation. You gotta use that for motivation, man, and watch out. Start praying more because things don't just happen just to be happening. You know, God can, you know, use something to slow you down and not take you out, but just to slow you down. It ain't necessarily got to be just a car accident, but things happen for reasons. You know what I mean? And you still around here and they're still alive. You know, there's people out here that's doing all kind of stuff, and God is still sparing to be here because you know it might be something we don't even know that they don't even know.
Right.
They're gonna be able to be a difference in somebody's life.
Yeah, I believe that. I strongly believe that everything happens for a reason and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely, man. I'm trying to just make the best out of everything that's coming my way and get back on track.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a son now too. He was just born a couple weeks ago.
Okay. SB had to do that. Look, she like, she gonna let you see it, but so you won't have to go see it on your own. You gonna see it right now. Look, Showbox. Look at this guy.
What year was this?
This is that's a good point. I think 2004, 2005. Yeah, right before I was on a Contender. You know I was on a Contender, right?
Nah, I ain't know that.
Yeah, I was on season 2. I won a bronze medal. Yeah, man.
Okay.
2005.
Who you fought on who you fought on there?
I fought everybody. Grady Brewer. I fought Bravo. I fought Steve Forbes. I fought Michael Clark. I fought Walter Wright. Yeah. I took the title from Corey Spinks. You know that though, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I took the title from Carlos Molina.
This is you and Saku, right?
Yeah, Saku. Yeah. You act like you can't read. Yeah, that's Saku.
No, it don't say Saku on there. Okay.
Here we go. Watch this first. What? Bam!
Oh.
You see that?
Oh.
Oh man, she gonna show you.
That's the first 10 seconds.
Hold on. Stop it. Oh, no, don't do it, child. Look, I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, I'm okay. Like, no, you ain't. Yeah, I am. I'm so embarrassed. You like, look, he stopped the fight. Look at Billy Hearns. Now that's Tommy Hearns' brother right there. Oh man, look.
Where was this at? You said?
This is in New York. New York somewhere.
Oh, New York. Okay.
Yeah. Hey man, listen. Yeah, but look, you gotta see that in the background. My wife.
Yeah.
Look, she never left. Now look, she's still there. I'm still with her to this day. Look, he like, I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then guess what? He went nowhere after that. That was his biggest win. And he could better say he beat a world champ, but not when he was world champ.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, look at Lou right there.
Look at Lou. Listen, Lou. We be having Lou on the show, and Lou be always saying, man, K9 is the warrior, man. K9 went through adversity, came back, bounced back, and champ of the world. Look, he want to shake my. I don't want to hit none of that, bro. I'm a winner. You know what I'm saying? I did the Deontay Wilder. I don't want to talk about nothing, bro. I don't ain't shaking no hands. Look at my wife. She's doing gum. She's like, that's right, baby. Look, Billy Hearns. Look at Billy Hearns. Man, Billy Hearns got home the next day, man, so quick. I heard after the fight, man, I heard he ended up swole. They said, man, Billy came over here, bought a blunt, and had a swole eye. He ended up in a fight. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I can't even believe it. That's the first time I ever lost a fight in my life. I'm talking about on the streets. I was like 48-0 with 48 knockouts. So, so I'm really I'm devastated. I never lost a fight in my life. But this guy was waiting. Look, I always told him I was gonna kill him, so he couldn't wait for me to run out there with something stupid because he knew what I told him I was gonna do. So he was just waiting for it. Look at that, man. After that, he didn't do nothing. Yeah, he should have been humble though. He'd have been humble. Yeah, he did thank God instead. You know, maybe he might have thanked Allah. You know,
Right.
and Allah is different than Jesus. But you know, it is what it is. You know, but hey,
yeah.
man, but I learned from that. See, I went on from there. I won 2 world titles. So that
Yeah, shit. If you ain't learned nothing, then you know.
right. But most guys go through something like that, man. They ain't gonna be no world champion. They're gonna be done. People won't start putting them in fights to get ruined. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember I fought against Ishaq Smith, one of Floyd Mayweather fighters, right?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, so they took my title from me in Detroit and gave it to him, right? After the fight, you know what they did? Al Heyman them offered me a fight with Jamel Charlo. And I'm like, man, I'm not no opponent. I said, no, I'm straight. Because I already
Right
knew
after like that?
right after that. I'm talking about before the day was over with, they asked me, Jamel Charlo was like, man, I want to fight K9. And they like, okay, all right. So they offered me a fight, I think for 75,000, something like that, 100,000. And I was like, I'm straight. Because it wasn't just about the money. It was I knew they was trying to feed me to somebody.
Yeah.
So now if I don't knock him out, and he was gonna knock me out because I was gonna show what I was capable of doing. I always bounce back after a loss. I always bounce back. But guess what? If I don't knock him out, guess what's gonna happen?
He gonna give it to him on the scorecard.
Exactly. So now that's two fights in a row I done lost.
Right.
You don't want to lose 2 fights in a row. You lose 2 fights in a row, you done.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
You gotta get a knockout at that point.
Absolutely. So so I turned the fight down. Guess what? Within my very next fight, I was fighting for a title eliminator.
Word.
Beat
See
him.
how that worked?
After that, I fought for the world title again.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't be no gatekeeper, bro. You know.
Yeah.
I'm straight.
Nah, I hear that.
Yeah, right. You got to, know what I'm saying? So don't be whatever you do, bro. At the end of the day, you might have managers, you might have a promoter. At the end of the day, you got to still, look out for you because they gonna look out for you as long as they get something for it. But at the same time, if that money come, and I'm not saying that for sure I'm 100% correct on this, but if it's a lot of money involved and it's gonna benefit them, they gonna be trying to persuade you to take that fight.
Right. Yeah, I already know. Yeah.
And if it's for you and you want to do it, you do it because you want to do it.
Not because they telling me. Yeah.
Think about the motive. Think about, is it for you? What's good for you and your family?
Right.
They gonna do what's good for them and their family.
Yeah.
Yeah. I done turned down fights that was more money and fights that I would have lost. But for wins, for less money, I'd rather get a win and less money than to get a loss and more money. Because eventually, if you keep winning, you're going to get the more money.
Exactly. It's going to come with it.
Exactly. So,
man.
So, Mykquan, what do you think about what's going on this weekend, man? With some of these fights, Caleb Plant, we got, the Canelo fight. K9 said that it's going to be a stoppage. I think we both agree on that. What's your thoughts?
I got Canelo. I got him stopping Plant probably within 8 or 9.
Ooh, okay.
That's what I think.
I said a little sooner, but what is it about Canelo that you think that he's going to stop Plant?
I think it's everything across the board, really. The experience. I think just Canelo in general is just a better fighter. Plant definitely has some skills, boxing ability and things like that. He moves well. He's like a counter puncher, slick, but I don't think he, Canelo's done seen everything. He's been in there with, so many different people and all these great fighters. So I don't think it's going to be anything new for Canelo. But like I said, I think he's going to get him out of there by like 8, 9.
What were your thoughts on the Wilder Fury fight?
That fight was crazy, man. That fight right there, honestly, that's probably I don't really remember any heavyweight fights that's been that good for a while. Like
I
back to
agree.
back action, both of them getting dropped or dropping each other. You know, it went some rounds too. What they stopped it at 11?
11. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it went some rounds, but
We push us for that. Yep.
so yeah, man, that fight was good, man. Fury, he's nasty, man. He's nice, definitely for a big dude his size. I feel like he can do pretty much whatever. Like, you know, he could box well. He could stay right there. You seen him take crazy shots from Wilder and get right back up and fight like nothing ever happened. So Fury, he definitely he's good, man. Wilder though, credit to Wilder.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he made any excuses this time after losing. Last time I know he did, but I think he wrote something on social media. I didn't get to read it though. I think somebody told me he wrote like a paragraph or something, like addressing the fight the day after.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see it or read it though, but that was a good fight, man. They did it 3 times.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure they made some good money. And you know, the best man won.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, but do you see now Fury, do you think that Fury should retire after that? I mean, you know, because what do you go from there? You know, Anthony Joshua has already lost.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna be able to get up for a southpaw? And what's my man's name? That's gonna fight Anthony Joshua. Usyk?
Yeah.
Usyk. So I mean, I think you're going backwards when you fight Usyk. You know, unless they give you, because you made $80 million.
Wait a minute. Hold on, K9.
Okay.
You the first one to talk about somebody that got a country behind him.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
And Usyk got a country behind him.
Absolutely, but he's still not bigger than Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua. He
will get more money fighting Usyk than he will get fighting Anthony Joshua. Because Usyk has a country behind him, and you are the one that tells us every week. Every week. You got a country behind him. You got a country behind him. You got a country behind him.
Knockout sale. And ever since Usyk moved up to heavyweight, he ain't been knocking nobody out.
He ain't fought nobody at heavyweight but Joshua.
Oh, yes, he have. He fought a couple of guys at heavyweight.
Who? Name them.
The record. We can bet 100,000 push-ups right now.
No, we ain't gonna see. You don't pay. You ain't paid up. You ain't paid up the 100. How much expect you to pay up 100,000? I'd be dead by then, and I only got 26 more years to live.
Say that one more time. Say it one more time. What you say again?
I said, how can I haven't got my 100 yet.
Okay.
So how can I expect to get 100,000?
Oh.
I only got 26 more years to live.
A lot right there. Go look at his record. You tell me he ain't fought a heavyweight yet. He fought a couple of them and looked at terrible. That's how come I was surprised they even gave him a fight with Anthony Joshua.
Because it was supposed to be a walkover. You know why they gave him a fight with
but you just said that he haven't fought no heavyweights. Yes, he did.
And you can't even name one. So
that's no names. It was a no. That's why.
So precisely. That's exactly what I'm saying. He ain't fought nobody in the heavyweight.
Oh my goodness.
He might have fought a guy that weighed heavyweight.
Yeah.
But you can't name him. I can't name him. Mykquan, can you name a heavyweight that you see?
Nah, to be honest, I don't know who he fought besides Joshua in the heavyweight.
Exactly, because of the guys that haven't had a name.
So the only heavyweight that had a name that he fought was Anthony Joshua.
Absolutely. And Anthony Joshua should have gave an opportunity because it was Anthony Joshua to get up for that fight.
That's what boxing. That's what boxing is made for, though. That's what boxing is made for you to take advantage of your opportunities.
And he did take advantage of it.
That's what made you a 2-time world champion.
Yeah.
And that's what made Usyk a one-time world champion because he took advantage of what was in front of him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is that Tyson Fury should do like Mayweather did. Before you go out there and mess around and lose and hurt your stock, he should retire. He could go.
Yeah, I think back to that. Yeah, back to that question.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't really see any big fight for Fury.
Thank you.
Because I mean, it depends. It depends though. If if he want to grab all the belts in the division, or if he just want to, what I'm trying to say, stick with that WBC. And he had three. Like I said, he had 3 fights with Wilder. He came out on top. So I mean, I don't really see another big great challenge out there for him at the moment.
But what about the money?
Yeah.
The money is no motivation.
Yeah, but I mean,
we understand that he'll never have a fight as big as the 3 that he had with Deontay, and now that Joshua's lost twice to Ruiz and Usyk, so like you said, I mean,
so I got a text that says Sugar Hill, who's training Tyson Fury, was offered to Joshua so that he could win his belt back. Yeah.
Sugar Hill, see? Yeah. See?
So, Sugar Hill trying to get as much money as he can because he know that Tyson Fury could go haywire at any time. Now, word on the streets, I got ears and the streets be talking, and me being a former 2-time world champ, I be hearing stuff that be really, really true. I be getting information some people don't get. And word on the streets was that Deontay Wilder did not run none in that fight. He was so adamant and so concerned about being bigger. So he knew if he would have ran, his weight would have been down. He wanted to be bigger. So he didn't run. He did a lot of personal training. And you could just tell his legs wasn't there after the first round.
That's crazy you say that and you hear that, because when I was watching the fight, it was a few rounds. He came out. Deontay came out the first round. He came out throwing crazy hard, like everything he had, stabbing to the body, coming with the 1-2s. And I'm like, man, he coming out. He coming out pretty hard. So as the rounds went on, you could see him slowing down.
Exactly.
Breathing hard, pausing, not throwing as much. The punches don't got that extra pop at the end. You know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
So I'm like, he definitely ain't doing something.
So now let's talk about Deontay Wilder. Do you think that Deontay Wilder should keep his trainer going forward, Malik Scott?
Are you want me to answer that? Or
I'm both y'all the boxers. I'm asking you.
Let Mykquan go ahead. You answer first. I answer.
I think honestly, it's when it comes to the trainer thing, it could get a little tricky. But I always said that, like, sometimes a fighter puts the blame on the trainer after he loses, and I don't think like that's fair or right all the time. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Well, keeping what you're saying right there, then do you think that he should have fired Mark Breland to begin with?
I think that Mark was just looking out for his health and safety.
Yeah.
If he felt the need to take that step and stop the fight. But according from what he's saying that when the boss tell you to do something, you don't do it, then but I think the main thing for a coach or a trainer, is making sure that their fighter is in there, they're safe, they're doing, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not in there taking punishment, taking these big blows, and that's unnecessary. You start taking those, your career start to shrink the time wise. So I think he was just looking out for his fighter, man. I think that if who knows what would have happened to him if it would have continued or what.
Hey, listen, I had a conversation, you know what I mean, with Deontay Wilder's ex-trainer, and I don't want to tell you the conversation unless we talk off live. I'm saying we can talk about it. But it was deep. It was really deep, super deep. You know what I mean?
All right, so we ain't asking you to name no names and nothing like that. We asking you for K9's opinion, and we've talked about it before. How do
It'll
you
be my
take a
opinion.
how do you take a guy that you've
Yeah.
already beat?
Yeah.
What does he bring to you on the table as a trainer?
Now,
Besides telling you, well, that was a good that was a good right hook that you dropped me with.
yeah. Now listen, Deontay Wilder, he hired a guy that he knocked out in the first round,
Mm-hmm.
who he didn't actually even hit. So if you go look at that fight, he actually didn't even hit him. You know what I'm saying? So how do you hire a guy, you know what I mean, that you can't take to an alley fight? You know what I mean? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Or how do you hire a guy? And I'm not saying that that Malik Scott is not a good trainer, but if the man is scared of you, you know what I mean, you can basically do what you want to do.
And tell him what you want or whatever the case. Yeah.
Exactly. But if he tell you he don't want to train, you gonna be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
So in other words, you saying that you can't have a soft trainer.
You gotta have a trainer you respect. Hey, listen. No matter how much money you got, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Look, you want me to be on your team to just, you know what I mean, just to be like, okay, you'll get millions of dollars, then that's what I'll be. But if you want me to, try to help you win, you gotta listen to me, bro. You feel me? You a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about whether you can beat me or not. If we was getting in the ring, you probably could beat me because you a heavyweight,
Right.
I don't have to pull out a gun, you know what I'm saying? You heavyweight, you know what I mean? But I'm not scared of you. You feel me? Because you do anything to me, I'm gonna do something to you. You know what I mean? But it ain't even about that. It's about me being your trainer, and me being your trainer, you gotta listen to me. And you gotta run. You know what I mean? How could you train your fighter and not have him running? I mean, right there and there, he should be fired off that.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, you don't run. Well, I mean,
That's strange. That's
I want to run.
That's like,
yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't go to no fight getting ready for no fighter and not run.
that's like saying you go to the gym every day, you never spar for a fight.
Yeah. And not only that, I mean, why can't you run with him? Y'all can talk about strategy of the fight, whatever. I mean, you can bond. You can bond doing that running. In the military, that's what you do while you running. Everybody's in cadence. I mean, So I don't understand the not running. I've never heard of a boxer that didn't run. Like I said, I could time my dinner by Ray Mancini running past my house when he was a champ. You knew what time. After him, Harry Arroyo, you knew these guys were running every day.
You gotta think though, JK. Wilder didn't have to do a lot of things he didn't have to do because he was blessed with so much power that it was no need. He didn't have to do that. So
and that's why he doesn't have a jab.
Yeah. But
and that's why he don't have a jab. Right now, if Wilder had a jab right now, he'd still be undefeated.
And Wilder ran right now, he would still be undefeated. If he didn't run, you got to run.
He still got to bring a jab in the ring. Don't make no. You can run all you want. You still got to bring a jab. Mykquan,
because he don't run.
What do you think? What do you think? One of the fundamental tools every boxer should have is a jab. Am I correct or not?
Yeah, of course. That's set everything up.
Right, but look,
he can run all he wants, but he couldn't.
Mykquan, when he in the ring though, do he try to jab? Not one time he went through no jab.
Who, Wilder? You talking about?
Wilder.
Oh yeah, I mean this last time he started to do it.
That's what I'm saying. He tried,
but this last time, this 3 fights. What about the 2 before that?
With no legs, what he gonna be able to do? He gonna throw right hands.
You can't do much with no legs, man.
You can't do much with no legs.
If he had had a jab those first 2 fights, he still would have been undefeated, and there would have been no need for a third.
Right. He got a jab. He do have a jab, and he do try to jab. It's just that if he can't land it, he gonna try to land the right hand because he know what comes after the jab is the right hand. So he'll throw the jab, but he mainly throwing the right hand after the jab. And when you say have a jab, having a jab is landing a jab because people could throw the jab, but it ain't considered like a good jab unless you landed it. So he was
Right.
throwing the jab, but he wasn't landing the jab. He would throw the jab just to get the range to throw the right hand.
Yeah, there's different types of jabs. They ain't just.
There you go.
Yeah, but
There you go.
okay,
He
it
was
might
throwing a
be.
missing jab. He was missing jab. He was missing me. Hey, but then guess what? Word on the streets too, is actually if Wilder probably would have been running this fight, he would have actually beat Tyson Fury because they wasn't too happy with the way Tyson Fury was training. And he had a lot of distractions. Remember, the fight was postponed because he had COVID. And
Yeah.
remember, he
Yeah,
just had the
yeah.
baby. So this was the opportunity for Deontay Wilder to beat Tyson Fury if he would have been running. He would have beat Tyson Fury this fight. You see, he dropped him. Imagine when he dropped him, if he would have been tired after he dropped him, if he would have had legs, he would have had more stamina, and he would have finished Tyson Fury this fight.
Right.
And if Jack Reese hadn't counted 12, he did knock Tyson Fury out the last time.
Right. So he let one get past him on this one. Yeah, he let one get past him. This is one he could have had. A lot of people lost money, man, because they saw how good Wilder was looking at, on the pads. You got to remember, pads don't hit back, though.
Yeah, pads don't hit back. The bags don't hit back. A lot of stuff don't hit back.
Yeah, boy, so many guys look good. How many people you know since Mayweather was doing that fast pad work for Roger Mayweather, that everybody was doing that fast stuff pad work, looking real sweet on the pads. Now, how many of them go in that fight and look that same way on the pads on their opponent?
None.
Yeah,
They
right.
don't do none of that on the pad in the fight.
Mykquan, there's another big fight coming up that we got to talk about, and that's Mr.
Porter.
Crawford against Mr. Porter.
Oh,
come on, give us a prediction. What's up?
I got Porter.
Ooh.
No. I got Crawford. Excuse me, Porter's not gonna beat Crawford. No, I got Crawford for sure.
You got?
I got Crawford.
Okay. Wow.
I don't think it's gonna be a stoppage. I think it's gonna go to distance.
Okay. Yeah, because Crawford don't show power like that. Not against no guy like Porter. Porter ain't never been stopped. Porter gonna bring it.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be some bloodshed big time on both guys because Porter gonna be head butting. He gonna do whatever he can to try to win that fight.
Yeah, I think so too. I think damn, I don't know if anybody gonna touch the canvas, but I definitely think Crawford will outpoint him easily.
Oh yeah.
Then he switches, he goes southpaw and he righty. And then
So if it's a boxing match, you got Crawford.
It's gonna be a boxing match. It ain't gonna be no fight.
Nah, I got Crawford either way with whatever. Like I got Crawford with whatever.
You think Crawford would win a fight with Porter?
Fight Porter, you said?
No, a fight. I'm talking about a fight. I'm not talking about where he's bouncing around using the ring. I'm talking about where they both just sitting. I'm talking about a Sean Porter fight.
Could be. I don't know. We gotta see. I think
because just like you was talking about Deontay Wilder, I mean, what's gonna happen the first time Crawford get hit with a punch? Is he gonna?
You can't do that, man. You'll go around.
Is he gonna want to fight, sit down there and show people that he can fight, or is he gonna be be the smart fighter and get
Yeah, I feel like that. Crawford's done been in situations like that before, though, getting clipped and getting hurt and coming back.
Yeah,
I feel like he's been in a couple situations like that. Yeah, I mean, I think he done showed everything. I think he got it. I think he got it for sure.
But you think it'll go to the distance, huh?
Yeah, I think it's gonna go to distance. I don't think he's gonna stop Porter, but
yeah,
I think definitely gonna beat him now.
Yeah, I think. Tell me if you think the way I'm thinking right now is that this fight is going to give him the experience that he's going to need to be able to beat Errol Spence.
That's a good point, but I would have. To be honest, I thought I didn't even see Porter and Crawford coming like match wise. I thought you know how it works though. It's everything take time. But I thought Spence and Crawford would have been the two that's hyped up the most. That fight would have happened before anything. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta look at that. You know, like you were talking about your car accident. You know, you gotta look at that accident that Spence was in.
Yeah, his is crazy.
And you know, once you have a detached retina, you know that makes a big difference in a fighter's career.
Absolutely.
It can make, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm really concerned about Spence's eyesight.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I think that happened from that car accident more than it happened, you know.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. You know, I got hit on my bike and got a
Yeah.
detached retina, and
Yeah.
that wasn't even nowhere near
Yeah,
what he
exactly.
went through. So,
Exactly.
you know, and
Yeah.
I had 2 operations
Yeah.
to get it back. So, you know, I
Yeah.
mean, you know,
Yeah.
you talk about taking punishment. You know,
Yeah.
a fighter, you know, he's going to
Yeah.
attack that eye. You know,
Right.
he's going to attack that body. You know, to see
Yeah.
whether or not, you know,
Yeah.
how much damage was done. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm very concerned about
Yeah. The eye.
Spence's well, his career
His
period going
well-being, right?
forward.
He
You know,
probably should retire because I mean, we don't want to see him retire as boxing fans, but
no.
you know, Sugar Ray Leonard had to retire because of the detached retina, and he came back.
Layman Brewster. I mean, you know, we've
Yeah.
seen many fighters, you know,
Yeah.
that this has
Yeah.
happened to, you know.
Hey,
So
but him coming back from beating Danny Garcia, I'm talking about he could have fought anybody. He could have got an easy touch. And he fought one of the hardest fights you could fight at with fighting Danny Garcia and beat him. I was very impressed. I put him up there as pound for pound, like number 2, if not number 1, because he's not handpicking his fights. Canelo was handpicking his fights. You know, finally Canelo was fighting somebody, you know, and Caleb Plant. But at the same time, look how much experience he got from the guys he was beating who wasn't on his level, you know, from belt after belt after belt, gained weight, and now he's a true super middleweight. You know, a fight like this, you know, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I would say Caleb Plant all the day because Canelo would be too small. But you know, Canelo picked his fights. He picked his fights, the right fights, gained experience. You know, fought bigger guys. And Errol Spence didn't do that. Errol Spence is willing to fight any and everybody. He said he wanted to go after this fight. The fight he just reached on, you got to go behind. Before that fight, he said he wanted to he was gonna fight Canelo. Remember, he said he was gonna go up and fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy's serious, you know. And I think, you know, with Canelo, you know, fighting over here, fighting Caleb Plant, I think that's good for boxing because now he's doing that. Look, right after that, what happened? Sean Porter is fighting against Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford is who? He's a Arrow fighter, you know. So we're real close. If Errol Spence get together in a fight after this fight, if Terrence Crawford was to win, a fight between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford because Arrow and Al Heyman is finally doing business. But guess who broke the cake? Canelo broke it.
Right.
You know, being his own
Nah,
boss.
yeah, I'll love to see the Spence and the Crawford. I think that'll be big, man. That'll be a
Mayweather
real
Pacquiao,
big fight.
right?
You said what?
That's Mayweather Pacquiao.
Yeah, probably something like that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big. That's gonna be a big one for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Mykquan, we've kept you on here for quite some time, my man. You know, just talking a little boxing and whatnot. Any particular thoughts, you know, that you want to talk about? Any you just mentioned, you say you just became a father?
Yeah, my son was born the 21st.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, how big was the little guy, man? I mean, you know.
You said how big was he?
Yeah.
He was 9 pounds.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Big boy.
21 and a half inches.
Okay. Did mom already tell you that he wasn't gonna be a fighter?
You said what?
Did mom already tell you that he wasn't gonna be a fighter?
I think she slipped a little comment in there about him doing it or something, but we'll see when the time comes. He can do whatever he wants, man. Whatever he want to do.
What's his name?
Atticus.
Atticus. Oh man. Okay. All right. All right.
Atticus.
Atticus. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Different.
biblical. That's a biblical name too. What made you come up with Atticus?
I actually heard that name back when I was in high school, and it always stuck with me.
That name.
For some reason, it always stuck with me. So, shit, time was right. I said, let me just use that name for something.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Atticus is. If you look at the history, is a great warrior too,
Mm-hmm.
and a scholar from the Bible. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a great name.
Thank you. But yeah, man, it's about. Hey, Kane, I was gonna ask you too. I need some gear, man. I see y'all got the K9 hats and shirts. And
Oh yeah. We listen, we'd love for you to to represent. You feel me?
I can send y'all some of my stuff too.
Oh, we can definitely, let's make it happen.
Oh, there you go. Let's make it
Yeah,
happen.
I got some stuff. I got sweatsuits, shirts, and all that, hats and everything.
Oh yeah, let's make it happen, boy. Yeah, listen. Yeah, definitely let's make that happen. AK, give my phone number. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you your phone number. I can probably give you your address. Let me see. I think I have it here, but that's all right. I'll send him all of your information though.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, send me the sizes and stuff like that. Get it right over to you.
Yeah. And I got you back for sure.
For sure, yeah. We'll do that.
Don't work if you can't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, tell us where we can get that good gear, Mykquan, and your website and social media and all that.
Yeah, all my social media platforms. So I got, I think Instagram and Twitter is Marvelous Mike. Facebook is Mykquan Williams. But usually people just hit me up on there, and man, we get in contact with each other and order whatever they're gonna order. I got I make my own chili too, my own homemade chili.
Oh man, come on now, look.
Yeah, so that I sell it to people around my area. I'm having some spots like restaurants soon.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a club owner in my home city, my hometown.
Okay.
Yeah, I know him personally, so we're gonna do something over there with the chili. And it's getting cold, so it's that time. It's that time of the year where you can just watch some football and sit back and
it's
hot chocolate and chili and all that good stuff.
Now, there's chili and there's chili. Now, back east, we make one kind of chili.
Yeah.
We got chili with beans and meat.
Oh right. Man, yeah.
Now, out here in Texas, there's no beans in the chili. And then you have some parts of the country where there's no meat in the chili.
How's your chili?
Now I got both.
Okay. You got okay. So you got vegan chili?
Yeah, I got both. My chili different though. I gotta come out to Detroit, man. That's where you at, right, K9?
Yeah, I'm in Detroit.
K9's in Detroit, and I'm out here in sunny San Diego.
San Diego. Yeah, I got a buddy out there in San Diego too, but my manager in Detroit, so I could go out there easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's your manager?
Jackie.
Oh, Jackie Kelly, your manager?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's good. That's my girl. Yeah, we cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I was out there a couple years ago with her for a little bit.
Oh yeah, she be trying to sign all my fighters. she cut to the gym and be like, "Who is this guy? Hey, now, let me talk to him. What's his name? What's his number?" Yeah, she always trying to sign my fighters. She know.
She cool though. She good people.
She is. Yeah, she is. Yeah. Moving you though, huh? She moving you like that?
Yeah.
That's good. Who's your promoter again?
My corner people, you said?
Promoter.
Oh, promoter, Lou, sorry. Lou DeBella.
Oh, yeah, you going to be good then. Oh, Lou DeBella, that's my man. Listen, Lou DeBella, he going to tell you, K9, that's my man. Whenever he throw a little show or something, a fight or something, he be getting me right in.
Yeah, Lou, Lou cool people too. He good. Him and his people over there at DeBella Entertainment, they good.
Yeah. He was doing shows with Al Heyman. I don't know What happened? I ain't saw him do a show with him in a minute, but he was, doing shows with him.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know, cause I was a couple years ago. I think we had something came up in conversation, but I think he said they wasn't on like good terms or something like that at the moment.
Okay.
But this is a few years back.
Yeah.
A lot of things might have changed since the pandemic.
Yeah.
You never can tell.
Yeah, 'cause that's a good platform, you know what I mean? But Lou holding his own, he gets you fights regardless.
Yeah, he do for sure.
Al, hey man, hopefully they get buddy again too, because that's just both fights you can get.
Mm-hmm.
And
that'll be something good.
And you fighting out of Mohegan, right?
That what?
You fighting out of Mohegan?
Well, yeah, I'm in this area. I'm in like the Hartford area of Connecticut.
Yeah,
but I usually fight in Foxwoods. My last one was in Mohegan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Foxwoods, Mohegan, that's pretty much, all of those are pretty much hot spots for you guys up there in that area.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, the Foxwoods and Mohegan is kind of like the Indio out here, K9.
Yeah.
So that's where you go to get tested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey,
yeah.
But Mykquan, it was good talking with you, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Why don't you, like I said, any final thoughts you got? Anything that you want the listeners to hear, or
yeah, man, just thank you for all the support, like always. Thank you guys for having me on again.
And make sure you get in touch with BoxRec about that 22.
I'm gonna see what's going on with that. I don't know.
Tell them to get rid of the other guy because they keep.
I gotta let them know, man. It's the real one. I gotta get rid of the other dude.
Exactly. But see, JK had your back, even though he thought you lost like 6 in a row. He still had your back.
I seen it.
It's all love.
Yeah, man. Hey,
before we went live, he was like, "Man, I'm gonna show my man, some love." Williams, say he said, he had lost like 6 fights. He said, "But man, I said, put him on." No, I said, "Man, put him on." So
hey, man, win, lose, or draw. If we ride with you, we ride with you.
Hashtag Dawg us.
Appreciate
it. Exactly. There you go. There you go. You see it all day.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for sure. We gonna get in contact to swap the merch and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right, my guy. Cheers.
All
right, man. Love.
Texas drive, boy.
All right.
Cheers. Yep. Yeah, JK. Good night, bro. Good night.
Hey, man. Look. I was looking at Vince Hudson a little while ago. He got 2 little young guys out there, and I know you still have what's your little man's name?
Which one?
The little one. The little
Noah. You talking about Noah? Noah?
No. I'm talking about the fighter.
The little DJ.
Yeah, DJ. Tell us what's going on with little DJ have something coming up?
Yeah, little DJ. He was supposed to fight Saturday.
Okay.
But unfortunately, his opponent didn't show up. So and it be like that in the amateurs, man. So shout out to DJ for showing up and for being ready to show out. And but unfortunately, his opponent didn't show up. They still gave him his medal though, because it wasn't his fight. It wasn't his fault that his opponent didn't show up. He made weight. He came and was ready, and he lost his 2 pounds. You know what I'm saying? The night before the actual fight, and the guy didn't show up. So stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And shout out to Lil K9 because Saturday he beat his opponent again in a rematch. So shout out to him. So Team K9 still winning. So got to shout out Lil K9, and you can follow him and enjoy the journey or be part of the journey at Little K9 Slick, on Instagram. So Lil K9 is in the building, and he's making his daddy proud. I'm a 2-time world champ. He's looking to be a 6-time world champ or 7, and on and on and on. It don't stop. You know what I mean? Till we get to the top. And then when we get to the top, we're gonna raise the roof and go further.
Okay.
At K9 Boxing. You hear me, champ?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah. So there you have it, Jay.
Have you heard anything about some of the undercards on this week's? Since you're having the watch party, do you know who's on the undercard the Plant Alvarez fight?
I don't know if it's a good undercard. You know, a lot of times when you paying, the main event so much money, you can't afford, a great undercard. So, you give guys opportunities, who you don't have to pay as much money to because you got to pay all the money to Canelo. You know, Canelo gonna grab a bag. This is on pay-per-view. And Caleb Plant gonna make the most money he ever made, so he gonna grab a bag because it's on pay-per-view. So they're not gonna be able to afford another top-notch fight where it's like a Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter. You ain't gonna be able to have a fight card like that, an undercard like that. And at the same time, word on the streets, they told me just recently that they're gonna be competing with a UFC fight. So it's a UFC a fight that's gonna be on the same day. I think his name was Yusei or something like that, or Usman. Usman's supposed to be fighting, I think, the same date that Canelo and Caleb Plant fight. So, it's a lot going on, and I don't understand why, they actually going against each other.
Oh, Anthony Durrell is on that undercard.
Yeah, absolutely. But Anthony Durrell, he's from my block. He's from Michigan. But he hasn't, won a big fight in a minute. So it's not like this is the Anthony Durrell, that's
No,
current world champ. You
it
feel me?
says one last shot at greatness. So
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, but think about it, like I say, it isn't a big undercard where, so Jamel Charlo is not fighting the guy that I believe he lost to his last fight in a unification fight. It's not that kind of fight that's the co-main event. It's not even a Jake Paul versus the Fury. It's not even that fight. It's not Clarissa Shields versus Savannah. The girl that beat her for her first time, and for the first time, or her first loss she had in the amateurs. It's not that kind of fight. It's not. You know what I mean? Of course, you know what I'm saying. It's not. It's just. It isn't what it is. And before we get off the line, we did say we wanted to talk about Clarissa Shields losing her first professional fight against
yeah. No,
UFC.
I was looking. I was looking at this undercard. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Elvis Rodriguez against Juan Pablo Romero,
And who was that?
junior middleweights.
Who was
Um,
that?
well,
Yeah.
Elvis Rodriguez is he's a pretty well known name.
What now? Huh?
Ray Vargas. He has a country behind him. So
Yeah,
there
the
you go.
customer can be behind him until he becomes world
Ray
champ. It's
Ray Ray Vargas and
yeah.
Anthony Durrell. So you're right. I mean, they are 310 rounders, but they're fillers. They're fillers. They're not but yeah. Well, talking about Clarissa Shields,
Yeah.
and now, what do you think? Now that she's lost that first MMA fight, would you put her? Would you go back and let her avenge that fight, or would you make sure that now she just sticks to boxing?
Well, if it was me, I would leave that UFC alone. Maybe I will put her back in there one last fight against somebody that I know she can beat, and I would leave it alone because you don't want her stock to go down. Remember, she said she's the GOAT, and that stands for greatest woman of all time. It doesn't stand for greatest woman boxer of all time. It stands for greatest woman of all time. So greatest woman of all time is meaning you whatever kind of sports you in, she the greatest woman at it. But if you go out there and you lose a fight in MMA, they're gonna say, well, how is she the greatest when she lost to such and such in MMA? So I wouldn't, I would be really careful at going out there and fighting another UFC fight and losing. As soon as she lost her fight, because she was throwing, jabs and right hands, uppercuts and hooks at Jake Paul, and he was not responding. He was on the defense. But as soon as he saw her down, he started trying to kick her while she was down. He started talking about she was concentrating more on me than she was her fight, and that's the reason why she lost. He just was, just trying to stump her while she was down, and you don't give a person no ammunition by going out there and competing at something that you're not as good as.
Especially when she got knocked down in her MMA fight before that, right?
Yeah, she
You
did. Yeah,
you get
yeah,
knocked that the first
yeah,
time you've ever been knocked down, and then the
yeah.
next fight you lose, I would
That's what
not
I'm
go
saying.
back in the cage. I would not take a real one.
I would leave it alone because you know what I mean. You don't want to hurt your stock. You know what I mean? Because all they gonna do is tell her or bring up the fight that she lost. Whether even to this day they bring up a fight that she lost in the amateurs that don't even really count in the pros, but they still bring it up. Now they gonna say, "Girl, you lost that fight against that MMA girl. She whooped your butt." They gonna bring that up. Even though that's not boxing, they gonna still bring it up. How you to grow and you let this girl, whoop you, or beat you. You know what I mean? And it was a close fight, so she didn't get whooped, but they gonna bring it up like she got whooped. So she don't want to go
It's
out
a
there
L.
and lose another one.
It's a L.
Yeah.
Period. Doesn't matter how, it's an L. And that's all you need is just that one, like you said.
That's all it takes. People love talking. You hear me? It's the dog pound. We talking. You know what I mean? So don't get them no ammunition to continue to mess with your legacy. You're good at fighting. When I say fighting, I'm talking about boxing. You're good at boxing. Stick with what you're good at. I
Yeah.
mean, at the end of the day, it's up to her. She seemed to have dealt with it, pretty good. She said, hey, she wasn't a sore loser after the fight. She thanked the young lady that beat her. But her stock is up there. People are watching her. She has over 500,000 followers on Instagram. She has never lost a pro boxing match in her life. I mean, you go out there and a person realize that you human because they look at it and see she lost before. Your fights can get a lot harder if you continue to lose, even if it's in MMA. People are gonna start trying you and start believing they can beat you just because they saw you lose before, whether it's in boxing or MMA. So you just don't want to take another L, and then you could. I don't know. I know
Eh,
it's a different sport, but you can. It can kind of mess with your psyche or your
yeah.
mental, knowing that you lost. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whether it's boxing or whatever it is, a loss is a loss.
It's still a combat sport.
It's still a
And
combat sport.
right,
All
right.
I do is win, no matter what. You feel me? Real talk. Yeah.
uh yeah, well, it's a different sport, and
Yes.
I think uh it was a calculated business move. I mean,
Right.
and I, like you said, I can't say that even though she has a loss on her record, and she's
Yeah.
got, it was still successful for her
Yeah.
in the sense that I think it gave her fans, were able to watch her cross over and show that she was fierce enough to be able to, to go into those uncharted waters and
Yeah.
still, she, like you say, she carried her dignity. She
Yes.
was she wasn't like you with Saku Powell. No, no,
Yeah.
but but I do think that, just for the sake of her legacy, and to keep that quote, quote unquote, alive. I think I would not put her back in the
Yeah.
octagon again.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
K9, hey man,
Yeah.
as usual, man, it's time for K9's corner, man. What's going on? I know it's been a while.
Yeah.
Did I hear somebody tap in there?
Yeah. No, that's behind the scenes. We got the
Oh,
champ
okay,
in the building. She,
okay.
chat tapping out. Hey, so look at K9's corner. I want you to really, as a fan, as a lover, as a person, especially as a business person, a business mind, a branch, a brand. You got to say to yourself, what's more important? Whether it's Clarissa Shields, whether it's the Detroit Lions, what's more important? Your brand or the money? Now, when you trying to get out the hood, you trying to get out, the ghetto, you want to be rich, you want to be famous, and you get there. So what pushes you when you up and climbing and you want to go to the league? You finally make it to the league, right? You get all this money. So now you finally where you want to be. You're rich. You know what I mean? And if you're a basketball player, not only are you rich, you famous. But now what's the next step? Do you care about the next step? Because now you're rich and famous. So do you want to become a world champion? Does it even matter if you becomes a world champion? As a boxer, when you go pro, you're not guaranteed to be rich. Some pro boxers catch the bus. You look at them and you be like, man, so when you going pro, you be like, I am pro, I'm fighting next month. But you looking at them like, oh, you might ask them the same question 20 minutes later. So when you say you're going pro again, and he's catching the bus. So, as a fighter, you want to become champ. Why? Because you want to be the man. Why? Because you want to make some money. So what's the push for an NFL football player, a Detroit Lion? Everybody that's on a Detroit Lions team are probably millionaires, but they haven't won not one game. So as they push to become world champ, greater than the push to make it to the league, they don't have a push. That's why if you look, the NFL, Detroit Lions in the NFL, has never ever, from what I heard in my lifetime, it's never even won a playoff game. Well, maybe I think in 1980, 81, they won one playoff game, but ever since they haven't won a playoff game. And now we 0-7. Look like we might go to becoming 0-16 like we did before.
No,
There's no push.
0-17.
Yeah, well, 0-17. There you go.
There's an extra game this year.
Exactly. So with Clarissa Shields, what was her push? What made her want to do UFC? Was it because she's not getting the money that she believes she deserves? Or was it because she just loved fighting? I don't think it was because she loved fighting. I think it's because she don't feel like she get the respect that she deserves to get in boxing, or because they blackballing her. They say because of her complexion, she's not getting what she's supposed to get. If she was a different complexion, she would probably get more. But in so doing that, did she hurt her brand by switching over to UFC? Will she continue to do UFC? She's definitely a beast in boxing. But if she was a man, or maybe if she was a different complexion, she would have made millions already. And so I'm just saying, which one's better? Is it the belt? Is it becoming a world champ? Is it going pro? I mean, I don't know. You got to pick your poison, pick your side. What motivates you? Michael Jordan, he was a millionaire, but he was still motivated in becoming a champion. And he wanted to be the GOAT. Kobe Bryant was rich, and was still motivated to become a champion. Some people settle for less. And I'm not saying less is actually less, because if you're a millionaire, it's not really less. But some people just want to go pro to be rich. Some people want to go pro to go pro. Some people you could turn pro and be broke when it comes to boxing, but it's not the same in basketball. So I just want to know, what's your motivation? Somebody's motivated. Everybody's motivated for something. My son, the little one, 1 year old, was motivated to walk. You know what I mean? He finally walked. He fell, got up, and walked again. And failed and got up and walked again. He was motivated to walk. And now he ain't falling when he walked now, So everybody's motivated. We motivated to do the dog pound, because we want to see it build. We want to see people, tap in. We want to see what people got to say. Yeah, so it's a motivation for everybody, And what's your motivation, JK, to continue to to do the things you do?
Hey, mostly just to see what the next day is all about. I believe that my creator has, something for me to do. Otherwise, there would be no need for me to wake up. If
Yeah,
uh, if he tells me it's time for me to wake up, then that means that I have work to do, and
yeah,
that's mentally, whether it's mentally or physically. So that's what I depend upon. I try to make the best of every day that I see a new one.
yes. Motivation.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
And I do have that motivation for those other 26 years. 101. So,
Yes, yes. So
uh,
don't give up. You can find me, AJK, at K Now Boxing on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and my Instagram is K Now Boxing. And if you want to get this merch, don't bark if you can't bite. You know what I mean? You can find it at www.knowboxingfitness.com. And you actually welcome to Cash App us at K9 Boxing. You got a Cash App, you got a super chat, anything, or what can they find you at? And
they
what
can
can they
find,
donate? They're trying to donate. We're trying to raise money for Flint. It's just a lot of stuff going on.
yeah, just go to our GoFundMe page. You'll see Water for Flint, Michigan. And as I said, it seems like you have an ongoing water problem up there. It
Yes.
now seems like there's been another city hit, Benton Harbor.
Yep.
We have to, make sure, we're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing this for the kids, the
Yes. The
kids that
community.
you
Yes.
know, and the community that that are suffering because you can't have clean water. This
Yep.
is America, 2021,
That's right. Talk to them. Yeah.
and we're still worrying about having clean water.
Yeah.
We're still worrying about our kids not being
Yeah.
able to read,
There you go.
and
If you can find a
this,
cure for COVID, but you can't get no clean water
well,
for the
you can
people. Wow.
you can find a cure for COVID, but you can't teach a child how to read. Does that
Man.
does that make sense to you? I mean,
No.
you know,
No.
uh, in order for somebody to invent a cure for COVID, they had to learn how to read.
There you go. There
you
you
know,
go. There you
they,
go.
he started with Dick and Jane, see
Yeah.
Spot run.
Yeah.
Okay, you
There
know,
you go.
so like when they say reading is fundamental,
Yeah.
just like that jab is fundamental.
The
It's okay.
basics.
There you go. Let's get back to basics. Teach
Yes.
our kids how to read,
Yes.
be proud of our communities,
Yes.
and teach our children respect. And
Yes.
you know, so
All right.
that's all I have for my final words tonight.
Yeah.
You can find me just punch in JEK on JEK3,
Yeah.
uh, well JE King 3 on
Yeah.
YouTube or Facebook, James E. King the Third.
Yeah.
You'll see me there, and we try to do. We have a political broadcast on
Yeah.
Monday. We have boxing on Tuesday. We talk about the Lions, Tigers, and the
Oh,
Bears
yeah.
on Thursday. Okay, so
Yeah.
see, hey,
Hey, Riley, we see you, Riley. Riley Gaston and Downs to Fire 313. We want to shout them out, man, because they tapping in. They showing love, man. We appreciate y'all.
appreciate
Yeah,
everybody that tunes in.
absolutely.
We'll see y'all next Tuesday right here on the Dog Pound. Y'all
All
have a
right,
great
y'all.
week.
Cheers.
And don't forget this Saturday, K9, the watch party. Come on, give
Yeah,
us one last big push.
there you go. Arr, 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 arr.
All right. Have a
Cheers.
good one, everybody. Talk to you next week.
Hey.